YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started, my price of admission, like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not sub yet. So let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got those few seconds out the way. We don't do long intros. Today's video, we're coming back to Kendra G on her single show. She had a woman call in saying that her kids is ready for stepdaddy season. So let's get to the video and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
Hey,
Jessa.
Jessa? Jessa, where you calling me from?
I am just outside of New Orleans.
New Orleans.
y'all,
Oh, you
down
got a
south.
soft voice.
Sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize for it. Jessa, New Orleans. How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have two boys. They are 7 and 10.
Same dad?
No.
Oh
Different
boy.
dads. Have you ever been married?
No.
Oh
Do you
boy.
want to get married one day?
Yes.
Why don't you think about marriage before you have both of your children?
So I was supposed to be deployed actually to Afghanistan. And it was 15, yeah, it's a funny story. It was 15 minutes before the flight. And I was like, well, they didn't, give me a pregnancy test. So I was like, let me check, before we do this. And sure enough, I was pregnant. I was actually planning to leave the guy. I wasn't really into him that much. And I was like, well, maybe a 6-month break, it'll kind of lessen the blow of maybe, we shouldn't be together when I get home. So
Okay. So that was your first child?
Wow, Kendra, you need to ask more follow-up questions on this here. This woman is coming off super flaky, and I'm doing a series of videos recently that if you see her, look at her face here, she's what we say, she has pretty privilege. So she probably gets away with more things than not here. She has a 7-year-old son and a 10-year-old son. And she literally said that she was not feeling the guy that she ended up getting pregnant with. And then says, well, I'm about to be deployed, so let me take a pregnancy test. So that means that you had an idea that you were possibly pregnant by a guy that you weren't feeling, because why does someone want to take a pregnancy test? Ladies, you can answer this question here. No one just says, let me just go ahead and do this test here. Probably because you know the kind of interaction you was having with him, having raw dog, unprotected sex. And then on top of that too, for my men, comment on women in the military and this type of attitude and this type of flakiness and how they're moving here. This is already bad here. How she's starting off here thinking, I'll just give it a 6-month break and see what happens here. I'll just go ahead and take this pregnancy test because they didn't check. Well, let me see what's going on here. She's just, if it happens, it happens. Boy, boy, boy. Let's continue, y'all. This has already started off bad.
Child's father?
yes.
So what about the second child's father?
Let's get to number 2 now.
He strung me, along for a long time. So what, maybe 4 years? And I was like, are we
4
doing
years?
this? And he's like, I don't know, just, I need time. And I was like, okay, all right, I hear you. And then 4 years, I was like, come on, what are we doing? And just one day we were just laying down and I was like, no. I was like, go back downstairs. I was like, I'm not doing this. And you should have seen his face. He was like, after 4 years, right? And
How old was your child at that time?
maybe 2 or 3. So this is 2018, I think.
Okay.
Can we just say off the rip here? Y'all gonna say I'm judging. I don't care. She is horrible at picking men. So she's gonna say that this guy's been stringing her along for 4 years. But when you made this epiphany to leave him, you already had a 2 or 3-year-old. So once again, you decided to have unprotected sex and have a baby with a man. And then you're just gonna kind of go through the motions. And then after 4 years, you're saying, I'm done? Where is the requirements? Where is you're saying what your wants and needs are in a relationship before having a baby. But you're just someone who kind of just goes with the wind and, okay, we'll see how this goes on here. And like, no, I'm just done now. See, these are the type of women, man, we have to be careful about, because you see how flaky, she's kind of easy going, you know, you're not really seeing like if she's really upset. Maybe she does, but she knows how to have a different demeanor that makes her soft and pretty, and you're not going to look at her in a certain direction here, fellas. But her moving the way in this video showcasing so many red flags. But let's continue. Let's see if there's any more going on here.
Okay. All right, so we got the backstory. So what do you do for a living, Jessa?
I'm taking a little break right now. I specialize in aviation logistics. So I was a sergeant in the Marine Corps. So I did 8 years. I got out, went to work for NASA. Absolutely love that job. But they paid me twice as much to come and work for Boeing. And they're also aviation for the Air Force. And I left that, and now I do boudoir. Have you heard of boudoir?
I'm not familiar.
So I'm the photographer for it. I don't do the modeling. But you know, all shapes and sizes. We get you in lingerie and we make you feel really beautiful. I'm actually in the studio right now. And the girls love it. Like, you know, they're really self-conscious, you know, like, I don't know, you know, I just had a baby, and I'm like, and I'm here just to make you feel beautiful. And the reviews that I get, you know, they feel so confident. And I absolutely loved. I've had this girl come 3 times, and she was so.
So what
shy.
is it again? It's like a spa.
Boudoir. It's photography. Girls get in lingerie and do, like, you know, really like sexy posing, and you know, I get
and what do you do with that? You're the photographer?
Yes.
Oh, you're the photographer. Okay.
Wait a minute now. Let's backtrack here. So she was in the military. She's in aviation, so I don't know if she's a fighter pilot or, you know, around the surroundings of handling planes and things of that nature. She was in NASA. She worked for Boeing, so she took a break from the military now. And now, is she like an OnlyFans photographer? Hey, for the tribe here, do you know what she's talking about here for what she does photography for? Because I have no idea. To me, it sounds like another offshoot of OnlyFans. I could be wrong, but y'all let me know. But let's continue.
Got you. So is it fair to say you're a photographer?
Now, yeah, I would say that for work. I'm also a student. I'm working on my bachelor's for business management. At a private Catholic university over here.
Okay. Photographer.
She is doing too much. She has 2 kids that are 7 and 10 years old, single mom here, retired from the military, photographer. Now she's back in school getting her bachelor's degree and all other mess here going on. Guys. Women like this here, I'm sorry. I'm all for, you know, building yourself up, getting your education, and doing what's right for yourself. But there is too many things here going on where I smell independent woman. I smell someone that she is never going to be satisfied. She's going from one thing to the next. And it sounds like that is the way she moves with men as well. Let's continue.
She's working on her bachelor's. When's your birthday or zodiac sign?
Damn zodiacs.
I'm a Gemini.
She's a Gemini. Oh, someone said you're a very popular photographer. You are?
No, I wouldn't say. I'm just really local.
Okay. Let's keep going. She's a Gemini. This is Jessa, New Orleans. Gemini, 31, 2 boys. A photographer, also in school to get her bachelor's. And what's your bachelor's going to be focusing?
Business management.
Business management. All right, baby girl. What kind of man you looking for?
Here we go.
I'll tell you. You know what? I was okay being single. And you know, but my kids, they're in my ear of, you know, mommy, we want a stepdad, you know, we want to play baseball and, you know, do the, you know, video games with a man, and like all the manly stuff that they're supposed to be doing. And
where's their dads at?
Right.
What's that?
I'm not doing that with their fathers.
So one's in Florida, and he's actually with him right now. but just kind of far away. It's hard to get them together. So they get the whole summers together. But my little one, they're asking me for a baby. And I was like, I don't know if you know how this works. But I guess, if I'm putting it into the universe that, maybe it's time to find somebody. So
wait a minute, put it into the universe here. This is why we say marry before you carry. I got so many red flags here. Let's get to a few of them here. Now, the kids are asking for their daddies. You see how selfish that, whether we realize or not, that how she is right now, we don't know if her daddies are Pookies and Ray Ray types, or the fact that she's just extra flaky, where we got two bad people, or one's a good person, the other one's bad. We don't know. Always have the story that she's given here. But what we do know is that she makes bad decisions when it comes to relationships and men. And then on top of that, now that the men live in different states. So if you decide to have a kid, you're not even looking at the ramifications of what the kids' needs are. These kids are 10 and 7 years old boys. This is the time of their lives where they need their fathers the most. And what are you saying here right now? Well, maybe I should start dating right now because, they want a dad in their life. And, they're asking for a little brother and sister now too. So maybe it's just the universe talking it out. Wrong. It's not the universe. What we have here is the fact that you chose wrong. The kids have seen other relationships and other dads doing things with their friends or other kids, and they're saying, hey, where's my daddy at? I have my mommy here, but I want to go play baseball and basketball. I want to do things too like the other kids. And you didn't even think about that. You only thought about yourself. You literally said, well, maybe I'll give it a 6 months and then we'll kind of go from there. It is a lifelong commitment with kids, and not understanding that kids need both their mother and their father. And you're just being flighty and easy going with it, saying, okay, maybe we'll just find a stepdaddy now for you. And so, fellas, this is what we're talking about. The kids can travel to the other state to be with their father where they're at right now in Florida. But what happens after the summer when the kids come back? When you're with this woman, you are the father. You are the one watch over them, because all thing that father can do is get on the phone here. So you're signing up to be the full-time dad for a 7 and 10-year-old. And she didn't even look at that before leaving these guys here or relocating to another state or even just making decisions of being with these type of men. Can't make this make sense here, can we? Let's continue.
I'm just entertaining the possibility, but they're also
okay. So Jessica, girl, I love you. But what kind of man you looking for, child?
Thank you.
Family.
She's just talking and talking and talking.
Okay.
I want you to be, into, kids and the family life and the zoo and all that. Successful. I've done, $100,000 on my best year. So, driven and
You want the guy to make 100K or more?
Between 80 and 120, I think is reasonable.
Wait a minute. 80 and 120. So you're looking for a man that's in the top 15% with your 2 kids here. You see that, fellas? Not only you got to be a stepdaddy, you got to make the bread as well. See, she's saying 80 when actuality said 80 to 120. You know what she's gonna say? A happy medium's 100,000. We see this logic. We're not dumb. You can say, yeah, in the low end 80 and the high end 120. No. That's called splitting hairs, trying to make it sound nice. The first part is not 100,000, but yeah, if you're doing okay, this will be good as well. We see that slip there. Come on now. We're not dumb. Let's continue.
That I've done it myself. So I know that, it takes a certain kind of person.
See that just because you've done it yourself doesn't mean that everybody can do it.
I expect you to, be equal or better than I am.
She wants your equal.
In that
Okay.
aspect.
Anything else?
No.
Any deal breakers?
All right, let's see here.
Drugs, I would say, is just kind of a basic. I don't drink. Unfortunately, I wish I could. I have kind of medical, just kind of issues going on right now. I don't party a lot. So just, just kind of relaxed. I'm a big night owl. So, just this, high strung, stressful. I kind of met this guy and he was just gorgeous. And
Gorgeous.
he's like, yeah, I like to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and, just like so energetic. And I was like, I must stop you right there. That's not going to work for me. I don't want to be screamed at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I've done that lifestyle, so I'm just looking for really laid back, and just kind of, I'm kind of at a little break in my life I feel like I can take. So, not lazy, but just, kind of relaxed and,
You are fucking lazy. Do you hear this here? Like, she nearly turned down a guy because he has an early lifestyle that gets up at 5 a.m. Most men, unless they work in the midnight shift, they're going to be on their grind and working at up at 4 or 5 a.m. You want some easy going? We just seen what we got here. She is looking for all the characteristics of a Henry. She's looking for all the characteristics of a high value man, but she wants them to be in the package of a Pookie and Ray Ray. No self-respected man who's grinding, it's like 5 a.m. and it's like, okay, I'll get up at 6, 7. I gotta look out for baby girl because she a night owl. So, I gotta make sure that she get her sleep and I don't make sure that, she's not a morning person. Do you see the list of things that she is putting on here? Number 2 here, I understand no drugs. Okay, but alcohol, when she said she can't drink because she has a certain medical condition. Let me ask this here. Because you can't drink, does the man can't drink either? Like, there's things to drinking in moderation, drinking champagne, or just having a cocktail here and there. But are you saying that the fact that you mentioned first, like no drugs, we understand that. But because that you can't drink and you bring that, does that mean that he can't drink either? That's what I get when someone says that here, because she's probably saying, well, if I can't do it, I don't want to be around it. Well, what if someone's drinking casually, just having that sip of a cocktail? Adding more things to dwindle this list of men to where that who is really going to sign up for this unless you're a beta simp who doesn't mind being a stepdaddy and is going to take care of everything. This is worse and worse and worse, but let's continue.
I'm a big homebody. Sometimes, I like to go out, but I've created, kind of a paradise in my own home. So,
Gotcha, Jessica. So you're in New Orleans, 31. Do you want the guy to be in New Orleans?
Yeah. I'm not moving. Our lives are here, so.
All right. Do you have an appearance?
Wait a minute, you hear that here? I'm not moving. My lifestyle is here. So you have to be in New Orleans, which is good. I can understand that you want to find someone in your town, but that makes sense now that the dad is in Florida. We need to know a backstory about this man being in Florida in the South and why she's not with him or whatever the case may be, because she's refusing to move. She is refusing to go change her lifestyle around. So if that's the case here, we need to look at that as a possible red flag because of the other baby father now in a different state. This is worse and worse, y'all. Let's continue.
Requirement. Does he have to look a certain way?
I try to be open, but historically I'm really into Latinos and like Hispanic.
What is your nationality?
I'm Filipino and Caucasian.
Okay. So you say your preference normally is Hispanic and
Hispanic, Latino. I've dated Caucasian and African American, but my heart is just for Latinos. Just, sexually attractive wise, I'm really drawn, but I'm really big on personality. I think I'm more looking for traits, than, I'm looking for an attractive person.
Okay. All right. So Jessa.
Hold on here. I want to backtrack here for one item here. She looking for a Latino man. For my Latin and Hispanic brothers and my audience in the tribe here. Y'all send me the emails. I see the comments. Y'all grinding. Y'all working. You guys are up at 4 and 5 a.m. every day. She's eliminated all my brothers in this tribe here if you guys were interested in her, because let's just put it here. I'm not going to be mean here to the point. She is an attractive woman. She is very pretty. I will say that. Cute or pretty, depending on your preference, but she is not an ugly person. Now, you want a Hispanic man, a Latino man? My brothers are up way before 5 a.m. unless the guys I have that work the midnight shift and they're already up coming home then. So I already know whatever guy you looking at, it ain't here. Because if they want the simp, you can't even get past what the work we're doing here and grinding. Just wanted to point that out for my brothers. All right, let's continue.
You already kind of mentioned it because you said your kids want you to find a man. So because they want to have like the stepdad experience.
The
So let's
stepdad
go there
experience.
with
This
it
is
because,
crazy.
you know, I'm just
Y'all
going
hear
off
that?
of the things that men say on my show and in the comments when it comes to single moms. So what is the role? Is that the role you want the guy to play in your life? Basically the daddy role?
Here we go.
Yes.
Okay,
There
so
we
a
go.
man has to be willing. That's what you're looking for. He can have children already, correct?
He can, but I'll tell you, I don't. I'm very like in tune with my kids, so you know, very calm, and I like to, you know, talk to them and teach them. You know, I don't hit my kids at all. It's this very like I like to explain things. I don't want somebody coming in here and yelling at my kids. You know, I know, you know, people think that's a very like kind of masculine father figure. But, you know, I like to educate them and, you know, why you shouldn't be doing this or why you shouldn't be doing that, you know, so I'm looking for kind of a calmer, you know, father figure, you know, to kind of match like my energy.
Okay.
Now we got it here. You're not finding a stepdaddy here. Here's what it is. You don't want even a man to discipline your kids. You're saying, I want somebody with a more calmer demeanor. I want somebody to match me. No, that is not the way relationships work when it comes to a father and a mother. You got to have the different dynamics. You got to have the masculine trait of a man disciplining the kids, as well as the feminine of the mother with nurturing her well disciplining here. But if you're saying that, no, I don't want no yelling, no discipline, I do it, I just talk, then he is coming in just to be the head of the household, just to cut bills. He can't do anything. Your two kids, the boys, will disrespect this man because they know stepdaddy can't discipline us. Mommy ain't gonna lie. We're gonna run circles around this dude here. No, y'all. This is bad here. And this probably makes sense why her baby daddies are not in the picture. When she's talking about yelling and calming, I bet you the baby fathers in the picture were trying to discipline, and she wouldn't allow that. She'd probably say, no, I'm gonna do this on my own and I'm gone. You can stay over there. I guarantee you that's the situation if she is speaking it in that way, because that makes no sense. Let's continue. Get ready to finish this video off.
Again, these are the things that men say. So you told me you want someone that makes between 80 to 120 a year. You know, be honest with us, you have 2 children, 2 different men. Why would a guy sign up for that? Why should he sign up for you?
Yeah, why should we sign up for? Let's hear it from your mouth.
I think I'm, you know, a good woman. You know, I've worked really hard to get where I am. I understand, you know, the lifestyle of, you know, waking up at 5 o'clock and, you know, working. I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning when I was active duty Marine Corps, 9 months pregnant, and I was going to school until 10 o'clock at night. You know, so I understand, you know, really working hard, and I make my own money. You know, I'm not
We
here
don't care about your money
for that. I'm really just kind of looking for, you know, partnership. I've had, you know, this, you know, guy in the past, you know, called me at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's like, I need you.
Who do you call?
And, you know, I shouldn't have picked him up, but he's like, I'm going to go into jail if you don't get me right now. And I was like, you know, I got
What?
you. He was doing what he shouldn't have been doing. And I was like, well, you know, I'm going to come pick you up. I'm not going to be happy about it, you know, but, you know,
You're like a ride or die type of chick.
I am. Yeah.
That right there explains that she rocks with Pookies and Ray Rays, because there is no way that if I'm doing any woman and I'm not even married to you, and then we don't even have any kids together, and we're just dating, you're gonna call me up saying, hey, I need you to do this for me, blah, blah, be ride or die. No, what the hell are you doing? Who are you picking? Who are you choosing? Oh boy.
Yes. All right, Jessa, let's do the Kendra cam.
Let's see how you look. Let's get a full body look.
Full body. You have on clothes, right? Okay. That's just
yeah, I just got out of the shower.
I mean, you're naturally a beautiful girl. So,
you see that here? This is going to be the bane of the existence for certain men here. I'm going to end the video here, guys. You guys can check out Kendra's channel if you want to see more of her singles, if you're trying to holler. But she is the equivalent of, once again, pretty privileged. You saw her stand up, and she has a nice petite body. You can tell by she has a nice cute face. She has that nice soft tone demeanor talk here that a lot of guys who are not initiated will look at this saying, hey, let me go ahead and holler. She seems cute. She seems sweet. She got body. Let me roll up on her. But where are all the red flags that we seeing here? Okay, first of all, she has 2 kids. So that means that you have to be a stepdaddy. You have to provide for them because at least one of the baby dads that she broke up with is in Florida and she's in New Orleans. All right, so you will have to be the full-time dad. The kids may go see them in the summers like one is right now, so you may get a 2 or 3 month reprieve. You cannot discipline them because she already says, I have a soft demeanor. I need someone to match my energy, my flow, because that's the way I talk to my kids. I talk to them. I don't want to hit them. I don't want to do anything. We have conversations. So the kids are going to walk all over you. When they get to a certain age where they're closing on preteens and teenagers in high school, just know that they will not respect you. And all they're going to ask for is, can I get $5, $10, go to the movies? If not, forget you, stepdad, anyway. I'm gonna go talk to my daddy anyway. You ain't my daddy. That's what boys do anyway. She got 2 boys. You know boys do that. Come on. Guys in my tribe here, y'all know y'all have done that. Y'all have stepdaddies. And then on top of that too, she's expecting the man to make between 80 to 120,000 a year. And then she wants more kids on top of that. So she wants more kids and you gotta raise these kids and you can't even discipline the kids. But here's the kicker too. If she's not gonna allow you to discipline those kids here, who's to say that the way she moves, if you give her kids, she's going to allow you to discipline them the way that you can do as being their own biological father. I can go on. Military. For my military brethren, what do you guys tell me about women in the military and how they move? We can do a deep dive on that, but we do not have time. So what do we say, fellas? We need to move in a certain way. We say guard your heart and guard your wallet, especially in this situation here, because you're spending more on kids that's not even yours. We're saying guard your heart because she seems like when it gets to a certain place in time in the relationship, she's just going to be flaky and move on. And you're not going to know. She's like, okay, I'm just not feeling it. It's over. She does not know what she wants here. She's a flaky moving and just kind of moving with the wind and it's kind of going this laissez-faire attitude. So fellas, protect yourself because it's the type of woman that'll have you locked in and you have a kid and you can't do nothing but pay the bills and you're just sitting out there in the wind. So fellas, be careful. Don't be fooled by the smile or the soft tone voice. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about this video here. Let me know what you think about Kendra and this woman here. Do you guys think that you want to holler at her? Let me know. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.